God says, "Listen closely, my beloved soul, because the moment you are in right now is not as ordinary as it may seem, and the reason you paused here carries a quiet meaning that your heart is beginning to recognize." Sometimes, messages do not arrive in the way we expect them to, and sometimes they are not spoken directly to us, yet they still reach us in a way that feels personal, almost as if they were created with our feelings, our thoughts, and our experiences in mind. You may have already felt something like this before, a moment where words, sounds, or expressions seem to reflect exactly what you were going through, even though they were not addressed to you directly. God says that this kind of connection is not random, it is a reflection of your awareness becoming more sensitive to what resonates with your inner world. When something aligns with your emotions, it captures your attention in a deeper way. It feels familiar, it feels meaningful, and it creates a sense that you are being understood without needing to explain anything. This is the kind of moment you are stepping into now, where something external is beginning to reflect something internal within you. There have been times in your life when you felt like your thoughts were not fully expressed, when you felt like there were emotions within you that did not have clear words, or when you wished that someone could understand what you were feeling without you having to explain it. Those moments are part of your journey, and they have shaped the way you connect with meaning when you encounter it. And now, as something new reaches your awareness, it may begin to feel like those unspoken thoughts are finally finding a form. God says that when something resonates with you deeply, it is not because it is about you in a literal sense, but because it connects with your experience, your emotions, and your understanding. It becomes meaningful because it reflects something within you that you are ready to recognize. This is why certain moments feel more powerful than others, because they align with your awareness at the right time. You may begin to notice that your attention is drawn toward something specific, something that feels different from the usual, something that captures your focus in a way that is calm but strong. This feeling is not something to ignore. It is part of your awareness guiding you to pay attention, not with urgency or pressure, but with openness and curiosity. When you allow yourself to experience these moments without overthinking them, you begin to understand them more clearly. God says that this is also a reminder for you to listen, not just with your ears, but with your understanding. Sometimes the meaning of something is not found in the surface, but in the way it makes you feel, in the way it connects with your thoughts, and in the way it helps you see something from a different perspective. When you approach it with calm awareness, you begin to notice details that you may have overlooked before. There is also something important you are learning through this experience, my beloved soul. You are learning to recognize what resonates with you and what does not. This ability helps you navigate your life with more clarity, because it allows you to focus on what truly connects with your growth and your understanding. Not everything will feel meaningful, and that is okay. What matters is recognizing what does. God says that this moment is not about rushing or reacting, but about observing and understanding. When something captures your attention in a meaningful way, it is an opportunity to reflect, to connect, and to gain insight into your own thoughts and emotions. It is not about searching for immediate answers, but about allowing understanding to develop naturally. So remain calm, remain open, and allow yourself to experience this moment with awareness, my beloved soul. What you are beginning to notice is not random, and what you are feeling is not without meaning. As you continue to pay attention with a clear and steady mind, you will begin to understand more deeply how this moment connects with your journey and what it is gently revealing to you. God says, "Listen again with a peaceful and attentive mind, my beloved soul, because what you are experiencing in this moment is not just about something external catching your attention, it is about an inner connection that is beginning to awaken within you." There are times in life when certain words, sounds, or expressions seem to reflect exactly what you have been feeling inside, and even though they were not created specifically for you, they still reach you in a way that feels personal, as if they were meant to arrive at this exact moment in your journey. This is not something to rush or question immediately, it is something to observe and understand gradually. You may have noticed that when something truly resonates with you, it creates a different kind of feeling, not confusion, not pressure, but a quiet sense of recognition. It feels like something within you is being acknowledged, like a part of your thoughts or emotions is being reflected back to you in a way that helps you see it more clearly. This kind of experience does not happen randomly. It happens when your awareness is ready to recognize something that was already present within you. God says that your awareness has been growing, even in moments when you felt uncertain or unsure about your direction. Every experience you have gone through, every thought you have reflected on, and every situation you have navigated has contributed to this growth. You are becoming more aware of your own feelings, more understanding of your own thoughts, and more capable of recognizing what truly connects with you. This is why moments like this begin to feel more meaningful, because you are now able to perceive them in a deeper way. There were times when you may have felt like your thoughts were not fully clear, when you struggled to put your feelings into words, or when you felt like something was missing but you could not explain what it was. Those moments were part of your journey, and they were helping you develop a deeper understanding of yourself. Now, as something begins to reflect those thoughts and feelings back to you, it creates a sense of clarity that was not present before. God says that it is important for you to approach this moment with calmness rather than urgency. When something feels meaningful, there can be a natural tendency to try to understand everything at once, to analyze every detail, or to search for immediate answers. But true understanding does not come from rushing, it comes from allowing things to unfold naturally. When you give yourself the space to observe without pressure, you begin to see more clearly what this moment is revealing to you. You may also begin to notice that your perspective is shifting. Things that once seemed unclear may now feel more understandable, and situations that once felt confusing may begin to make more sense. This shift is not caused by external events alone, it is a result of your own growth, your own awareness, and your own ability to see things from a more balanced point of view. As your understanding deepens, your experience of life begins to change as well. God says that this is also a moment for reflection, not in a way that creates overthinking, but in a way that allows you to connect with your own thoughts and feelings more clearly. When you encounter something that resonates with you, it is an opportunity to look within and understand why it feels meaningful. What is it reflecting within you? What thoughts or emotions is it bringing to the surface? These questions are not meant to create confusion, but to guide you toward deeper awareness. There is also something important you are learning through this experience, my beloved soul, and that is the ability to trust your own sense of connection. You are beginning to recognize what feels real to you, what aligns with your understanding, and what holds meaning in your journey. This trust is important because it allows you to move forward with confidence rather than doubt. When you trust your awareness, you do not need to question every detail, you simply observe, understand, and move forward with clarity. God says that as you continue to move through this phase, you will begin to see how these moments of connection are guiding you toward greater understanding. They are helping you see your own journey more clearly, helping you recognize patterns, and helping you understand yourself in a deeper way. This is not something that happens all at once, it is a gradual process that unfolds as you remain open and aware. So remain calm, remain present, and continue to observe with a clear and steady mind, my beloved soul. What you are experiencing is not something to fear or rush, it is something to understand. As you allow this moment to unfold naturally, you will begin to see more clearly how it connects with your thoughts, your feelings, and your journey, and how it is gently guiding you toward a deeper sense of awareness and clarity. God says, listen once more with full awareness, my beloved soul, because as you continue to experience this moment, something deeper is beginning to unfold within you, something that is not just about what you are noticing outside, but about how you are beginning to understand yourself more clearly from within. There was a time when you may have looked for meaning only in obvious signs, in direct words, or in clear explanations, but now you are learning to recognize meaning in more subtle ways, in the way something makes you feel, in the way it reflects your thoughts, and in the way it helps you see your own journey with greater clarity. You may have already started to feel that this moment is not just about something you are observing, but something you are connecting with. It feels personal, not because it was created specifically for you, but because it aligns with your inner experience. This alignment is important because it shows that your awareness is becoming more refined. You are no longer just reacting to what you see or hear, you are understanding it, you are feeling it, and you are connecting it with your own thoughts and emotions in a deeper way. God says that this deeper connection is a sign of growth. It means that you are becoming more in tune with yourself, more aware of your inner world, and more capable of recognizing what truly resonates with you. This awareness does not come instantly, it develops over time through experiences, through reflection, and through your willingness to understand yourself rather than ignore what you feel. And now, because of this growth, you are able to experience moments like this with a level of understanding that you did not have before. There were times when you may have felt disconnected, when you felt like you were moving through situations without fully understanding them, or when you felt like your thoughts and feelings were not fully aligned. But now, you are beginning to see those same situations from a different perspective. You are able to reflect on them, to understand them, and to recognize how they have contributed to your growth. This shift in perspective is what allows you to see meaning where you once saw confusion. God says that as you continue to move forward, you will begin to notice that your understanding of things becomes clearer and more natural. You will not need to search for meaning in a forced way, it will begin to appear on its own as you remain present and aware. This is because your awareness is now guiding you, helping you see what matters and helping you understand what connects with your journey. You may also begin to feel a stronger sense of trust in yourself. There was a time when you may have questioned your own thoughts, when you were unsure if what you felt was accurate or meaningful. But now, you are learning to trust your perception. You are recognizing that when something resonates with you, it is not without reason. It is reflecting something within you that is ready to be understood. God says that this moment is also teaching you how to be still, how to observe without rushing, and how to allow understanding to come naturally. In a world where everything often feels fast and immediate, learning to slow down and truly experience a moment is powerful. It allows you to see details you might otherwise miss, and it allows you to connect with your own thoughts in a deeper way. There is also a sense of clarity that is beginning to form within you, my beloved soul. It may not be complete yet, but it is growing. You may notice that certain things are starting to make more sense, that certain feelings are becoming easier to understand, and that your overall perspective is becoming more balanced. This clarity is not coming from outside, it is coming from within you, from your own growth and your own awareness. God says that as this clarity continues to develop, you will begin to see how everything connects. The moments that once felt separate will begin to form a pattern, the experiences that once felt random will begin to reveal their purpose, and the thoughts that once felt unclear will begin to make sense. This process is not immediate, but it is steady, and it is guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and your journey. So remain calm, remain present, and continue to trust what you are experiencing, my beloved soul. What you are feeling is not random, and what you are noticing is not without meaning. You are stepping into a phase where your awareness is guiding you more clearly, where your understanding is becoming deeper, and where your connection with your own thoughts and emotions is becoming stronger. Allow this process to unfold naturally, and you will begin to see more clearly how this moment is helping you understand yourself and your path in a more meaningful way. God says, listen one last time with a calm and open heart, my beloved soul, because you are now reaching a point where everything you have been feeling, noticing, and slowly understanding is beginning to come together in a way that brings clarity and peace rather than confusion. What once felt like scattered thoughts, unclear emotions, or moments without direction is now starting to form a clearer picture, and this picture is not something coming from outside alone, it is something that has been building within you through your awareness, your reflection, and your willingness to understand yourself more deeply. There was a time when you may have searched for meaning in obvious places, when you expected answers to come directly, clearly, and without effort. But now you are beginning to understand that meaning often appears in more subtle ways, in moments that feel simple on the surface but carry a deeper connection within. You are learning to recognize these moments, not by forcing understanding, but by allowing yourself to feel, to observe, and to connect without pressure. This is a powerful shift, because it changes the way you experience everything around you. God says that what you are experiencing now is not just a single moment, it is part of a larger process that has been unfolding in your life for some time. Every experience you have had, every thought you have reflected on, and every feeling you have tried to understand has contributed to this point. You are not starting something new from nothing, you are continuing from a place of growth, from a place of awareness, and from a place where you are more connected with yourself than you have been before. You may begin to notice that your thoughts feel more organized, that your emotions feel more balanced, and that your perspective feels clearer than it did before. This does not mean that everything is perfectly understood, but it means that you are no longer overwhelmed by uncertainty. Instead, you are able to observe your thoughts and feelings with a sense of calm, and this calmness allows clarity to develop naturally. God says that this clarity is something you have developed through your journey. It did not come instantly, and it did not appear without effort. It grew through your experiences, through your patience, and through your willingness to continue moving forward even when things were not fully clear. This is why it feels different now, because it is not something temporary, it is something that has been built within you. There is also a sense of trust that is beginning to grow within you, my beloved soul. You are learning to trust your own understanding, to trust your own awareness, and to trust that what you feel has meaning. This trust is important because it allows you to move forward without constantly questioning yourself. It gives you confidence in your ability to understand your own journey and to make decisions that align with your growth. God says that as you continue to move forward, you will begin to see how everything connects. The moments that once felt separate will begin to make sense together, the experiences that once felt confusing will reveal their purpose, and the thoughts that once felt unclear will become more understandable. This process is not something you need to rush, it is something that will unfold naturally as you remain present and aware. You may also begin to feel a sense of peace that was not there before. This peace does not come from having all the answers, it comes from trusting the process, from accepting where you are, and from understanding that clarity will come with time. It is a quiet feeling, but it is powerful, because it allows you to move forward without fear or pressure. God says that this moment is not the end of something, it is the beginning of a deeper understanding. You are stepping into a phase where your awareness, your clarity, and your trust are guiding you more strongly than before. You are no longer searching in the same way, you are beginning to recognize, to understand, and to move forward with a sense of direction that comes from within. So remain calm, remain present, and continue to trust what you are experiencing, my beloved soul. What you are feeling is not without meaning, and what you are understanding is not without purpose. You are growing, you are becoming more aware, and you are stepping into a phase where your connection with yourself is stronger and clearer than before. Allow this process to continue without rushing it, allow yourself to experience each moment with awareness, and trust that everything you are beginning to understand now will continue to guide you forward in a way that brings clarity, balance, and a deeper sense of connection with your own journey. If this message truly connected with your heart, comment, "I understand and I trust my journey." And take a moment to like this video and subscribe, so you keep receiving messages that bring clarity, peace, and deeper awareness into your life.